Well, short stop, drinking something, charging the battery a little, again on the bike. Minutes before 4 in the afternoon, and I noticed that the clock on the camera was a little bit wrong. It was about 2 or 3 minutes in the future, so I corrected that. Not that you are able to see it, but for me, when I have a video file and I want to have a look at it, and when it was taped, I can see the time mark and of course the date too. The church I stopped at in the other part before this one, see top right corner with a card. The church was built in 1908. So that's quite an old church. Smart cat crossing the road, seeing me returning and walking into the edge, the hedge, not the edge, the hedge. Well, good to have stretched my legs a little and rested a bit, so it's quite easy or easier to continue. Graveyard next to the road. All the former residents of this area are laid to rest close to home. And then we are already out of the small village of Garrelsweer. And it's all small village. It's actually down the stretch of this road. One long road adjacent to the dumpster deep, and people build their homes on that long street. Probably the backs of the homes, the gardens, are almost touching the dumpster deep. It means people can have a boat, and when they want to put the boat on the wall or beside the wall, they can actually do that at their own back garden or backyard. Well, there's a dumpster deep again, winding through the countryside. Other side is also road, so 2 stretches of roads. And now there is some bridges. Well, this is not a bridge. We go from one side to the other side of the canal, but it's more a bridge for the highway, well, road. Well, Winneweer. And can surely remember that I went here last time, just because I did edit that movie a short while ago. I went into the left here. Not going to do that, let's go straight. Well, somebody There's a white Toyota jacked it up. Oh, it's a Mazda, it's not a Toyota, I think. Well, some houses are very nice and clean, and other ones have the garden a little bit of a, well, let's say a more rural view. Well, this is the end of this area. Let's go over the bridge to the Rijksweg, the oude Rijksweg. No traffic. Wind. A sign, 10 post, 2 kilometers, 10 boer 6. And that's actually the direction where I have to go. So first we have to go and reach 10 post, which is closest by. And then somewhere in 10 boer. But let's take one step at a time. Well, we're already exiting Winneweer, also a very small village. You notice probably again, nothing is very big here. Because the houses are all on the same road, it's quite, well, for the amount of houses, it's a long stretch of road or built up area. But when you would all put all these houses together, I think you would not even have a block of houses. Normal block, I think it's 300 meters or so. I think, not sure. When he parked his car and clearly was fishing with a fishing rod. Could go this way to the right to go next parallel to the Rijksweg N360 in front of me, but that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through here. A little more the scenic route, otherwise it will be a stretch of straight road with nothing except cars pushing by. Don't like that, so let's go here. It's also the road I took when I went from Groningen to Appingedam, so this stretch of road is actually well, quite the same, only the direction is 180 degrees different. Nice sunshine, still gusts of wind, but it's better than last time. Last time I had a straight wind from the front 4x4 and it was much colder. and I went from Groningen to Appingedam. I had wind in my back, but when I had 4 straight in the face, it was in March or so, end of March, not the best weather, had some rain spatter. Well, that's not something I'm going to get today, rain spatter. And then tomorrow we do have a little rain. Monday and Tuesday a lot. Actually Monday I have to get out again to an appointment south of the city. And I expect a sea of rain, so it will probably be a very wet ride because it's still going to be 25 degrees. And I'm not going to wear a rain suit. And that probably when it rains I have to put the camera in the waterproof case. Otherwise my camera will be soaked, and when that happens it stops. It's not a watertight camera at all. Only with a waterproof case around it it will be okay. And then we have reached Ten Post. Ten Post Gemeente Groningen. Well, that's also municipality of Groningen City, but I'm in the city yet. Let's go straight and keep to the right. Of course the car will go, room enough, no issues. It's also called Rijksweg. The Rijksweg, 23 degrees, 1602. There was a sign with the temperature on there and the time, so a boat on a trailer. Phew. Still some houses next to me to the right, but to the left open fields. 161 house number. So 161. And then also Ten Post is coming to an end. And in front of me the Rijksweg and a lot of wind. road and stop, stretching the legs and continuing after that.